Hi, Hanan. Um, we often hear about the inverted yield curve. What is it and what does history tells us?
So basically, in normal course of things, the interest that is paid or the yield that is paid for government bonds, for long-term government bonds, like 10 years, is higher than the yield that is paid for short-term, like 2-year government bond. When there's an anomaly that the interest that is the yield on the short term is higher than the long term, that is inverse yield curve. And basically, it means that if you deduct the long term from the short term, you get a negative number. This happened 10 times since 1954, and in 9 out of the 10, it was a clear indication for a recession that followed. That, by the way, followed after the inversion ended, most of the times, not all. One time that in 1964, where the invert yield curve eventually didn't bring a recession, it was a very soft economic environment that year. So I would say that inverse yield curve is probably the most reliable predicting tool for incoming recession. The yield curve has inverted in April. Typically, it happens between 9 to 16 months after the inversion that a recession happens. As I said, it happened this year in April, and it was very steep. It reached 75 basis point, which is quite high in the inversion. We are still in the inverted yield curve now. So I think the probability of that as an indication for recession for 2023 is very high.
Thank you for the explanation, Hanan. For more details, come see our presentation at the Money Show 2023. Thank you.